caught me off guard.
$100. $100. Yeah. $100.
I was talking to your friend.
I don't give a
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Reacts here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst dates I can find. And like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is absolutely insane. This random man decides to ruin this couple's date.
You guys are a couple?
Yeah.
Is that a joke or like you're actually together? Big guy like this, gorgeous girl like you, I mean, doesn't really seem to add up. You could do a lot better. Trust me.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Keep that over there.
But if I wanted to talk to you, I'd...
No, turn around and finish what you're doing because you're going to wear it. People come here to eat, not to hear your... I don't mind having a little fun before I eat. I'm a very short-fused man. You don't do that. You respect people, treat people the way you want people to treat. That's all it is.
Yeah, what a jealous loser. And I'm glad that random man decided to speak up. I will never understand how people can say this to a random couple.
She thinks that stay-at-home moms should get a very hefty salary from their husbands. Listen to this.
If you are a stay-at-home mom, you should be receiving a salary from your husband. If you are a stay-at-home mom, otherwise known as a non-compensated working mom, and you are married to a man...
Non-compensated.
Your husband, the compensated partner, should be paying for the uncompensated labor. You're going to be paying for a chauffeur, a chef, a nanny, a project manager for the house. In fact, recent data has shown that stay-at-home moms, non-compensated working parents, if you had to pay them a salary, it would be at least $175,000 a year. So if you are a non-compensated working mom, if you are a stay-at-home mom, you deserve a salary from your husband.
Yeah, what a horrible take. First off, I respect every stay-at-home mother. I'm not saying it's an easy job. Of course, it's pretty difficult. However, to say you should be compensated for it by your husband paying you, I mean, now you just took away love from the entire role itself. Before, your mom used to do things for you because she loved you, made food for you, fed you, took care of you, heck, even did the same thing for her husband. That's just part of being a housewife. But now, since you're saying that she needs to be paid for it, every single task she's doing is simply because she's getting paid to do it, not because she actually cares about you or loves what she's doing.
Let me explain, because I know everybody's gonna be like, what the fuck is girlfriend Riz? Look, girlfriend Riz is when you have a girl, but your game is so much better because you have nothing to lose. Because you know you can just go back and, you know, you got a girl, whatever, like you can smash, you're not going home empty-handed. So you start throwing up these shots and you just move with a little bit of different confidence because you can. Because it's like, it doesn't matter if she don't want me, fuck it, I got my own girl. So your confidence is just, bro, girlfriend Riz is insane. Everybody who has a girlfriend, you know that your game is just 10 times better.
No, this is simply just called cheating. There is something called girlfriend Riz, but this is not what it is. Girlfriend Riz is when you're so uninterested about every other girl who hits you up because you have a girlfriend, and these random girls who can't get your attention love you more for that. That's what girlfriend Riz is.
Look at what husband's doing. Hold on, let me move that. Yo, he's cooking for us.
Brother, what's that?
Yeah, sometimes it's not always a thought that counts.
Brother texted my mom and sent her the video of the guys in the ski mask and goes, "This is your daughter."
Of you being there?
Yeah.
Your brother,
My brother
snitched on you?
My brother did.
I'll tell you what, that's the first time I agree with the snitch. And I don't
He said, "This is your daughter." I said, "Johnny, you want to film a TikTok like a long time ago?" He goes, "I'd rather myself."
Your mom should fucking ground your ass. You should be back home living like fucking Harry Potter in the fucking
she would
closet.
drag me by my hair out of Miami if she ever sees some shit.
Yeah. And I completely agree with her.
Congrats, you're now talking trash about your entire family and being proud that they just basically disowned you.
Saving a quarter a day is $10,000 at the end of the year. Let that sink in.
So, I did the math and... you're a little bit short.
Thank God someone decided to fact check her, but there's definitely a few people out there who still believe this. Yeah, when your thighs are not as big as your butt, it just looks so disgusting. I don't know who would ever do this.
How many bodies do you have?
How many bodies do I have?
Yeah.
0.
You know, even though she was lying, it's so funny how they decided to laugh it off.
How much are you gonna charge, huh? How much are you gonna charge for pictures of your back door? How much are you gonna charge for the video of you winking it, huh? What's the price you're gonna put on that? Because for me personally, I think my body is priceless. I think if you wanna see what I have going on underneath, cough it up, because My body is a temple and I deserve the utmost respect. And I will reflect that in the price tag. So if I want to charge $1,000 for you to see a picture of my left nipple, that is what I will do.
It's so funny how she originally says she's priceless, but if you check her OF is literally worth $4.99. Someone give this woman a dictionary and let her know what priceless really means.
Played by a guy that wanted me first. I got ghosted by my boyfriend of 8 months. Guys only want me for my ass.
Both the guys I were talking to got girlfriends.
The last guy I hooked up with doesn't remember my name. I just got a boyfriend.
Get some help. Yeah, those girls are absolutely wild. And it's even crazier how they booed the only girl with an actual boyfriend.
She met a man on this dating app. She posted this photo and then she showed up as this, and the man was upset because he was like, you ain't who you said you was. You don't look like your photos. And she was like, no, I look exactly like my photos, y'all. No filter. So she was upset because at the end of the day, he was basically expecting her to pay. She didn't have any money. So he paid. And then when she got in the car or got home, he sent her a Cash App request. And she was just like...
Yeah, because he pretty much just got scammed. I mean, imagine ordering something online and then you end up getting what you didn't order. Would you guys not want a refund? Of course, I would too.
All right. And why do we pop our balloon?
Not my type. I'm not seeing the vibe. You're saying you want a woman to look a certain way, but I don't see it from you, so I don't want it.
Holy Jesus. What didn't you like about his appearance? He came suited and booted.
Not for me.
Bruh. Is it the style?
Yeah, it's the style, it's the taste, the braids, Snoop Dogg look. Nope. I'm good.
Yeah, no way the talking orange is talking about someone's outfit, especially when you're literally 50 years old. Don't you get past that some age?
The biggest thing you can do, the biggest L you can take is fumbling your man while he's trying to get his shit together. I'm talking about a man who genuinely has a plan, who knows where he's going, okay? He might not have it all together, but he's on his way there, okay? And the worst thing you could do as a woman is fumble that shit. Okay.
Yeah, but sadly the women in this generation like to wait at the end of the finish line, and that's why they call them chicks, because they want the nest to already be built.
Do you love your mother, yes or no? Do you love your mom? Do you love your mom? Do you love your sisters? Do you love your girl cousin? Do you have a woman that you love in your life? That's my question, bro. I've been trying to ask this question. What your mom did to you in your childhood so you just so traumatized like that, bro?
Traumatized.
You've been traumatized by women. I feel like women tortured you or something.
How am I traumatized for telling the truth of how the world works?
Woman hurt you. What did your mom do to you? When
my parents were still together. My mom is actually the one that warned me about women like you.
Yeah, how are you gonna say this man doesn't have a connection with his mother when it's so obvious you don't have a connection with your father? Because you're doing just fatherless activities in the streets.
What is up with these older men that do not want to commit? They're pushing 40. They don't know what they want. They're balding. They act like they can get a stallion. But, sweetie, know that your next date is going to be from the nursing home.
What? This advice is beautiful only if you take it both ways. This also applies to women just as much, if not more.
Wear something kind of ridiculous, and we're gonna try to get approval from the HR rep that is here today. I did bring like a little blazer cover up to class it up.
Okay, hello. Hi, thanks for coming in. I just got out of a meeting with the CEO and he wanted me to apologize to you because what you were wearing after second review was appropriate. However, now that you're here, can we please discuss what you're wearing today? What's wrong with it? It's pushing it, really pushing it.
It's specifically.
There's a lot.
Yeah, because it's not professional to have your chest out in a professional setting. Good job for the boss for saying that. Just because it's your body doesn't mean it's your choice in a workspace.
What red flags do you like in a guy?
Red flags that I like?
Yeah.
When he doesn't want me. I'm obsessed. If he doesn't want me, I'm like, yes, you're mine.
So you like the chase?
I love the chase. Toxic. If he also hangs out with other girls but likes me more than them.
He likes someone else.
Alcoholic, controlling, asshole. I'd have to agree with the alcoholism. That's definitely a big one for me.
You know, sometimes I always realize why women end up being single mothers or getting pregnant from men that are just absolutely horrible. But this is exactly why. They just like picking horrible men and wonder why they end up single.
I told you to stop bringing her some food if you're not gonna bring the rest of my kids some food.
He don't gotta bring the rest of them kids no damn food. Y'all listen to the rest of them.
That's not really my problem though, bro. I make sure my daughter is fed, bro.
That's definitely not his problem. As long as he makes sure that daughter is fed, that's all he have to worry about.
I mean, yeah, I get that, but still, you can't think about my other kids. They don't have to be your kids. Do you look, get them a little snack or something? You can bring her food.
Why don't you get the rest of your kids some food?
I'm sorry about your other kids, but I only got like one daughter, bro. And I gotta make sure, I gotta make sure she's good.
That's not his damn job.
Yeah, first off, that man should only worry about his kids, not everybody else's. It shouldn't be his burden to take care of your other mistakes. Second, I am not sure why the woman who's always commentating on these clips has to always chew food or eat food during the clips. I just find it absolutely disgusting to watch.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
What are you doing with that?
We're trying to figure out how to put gas in the car. I'm sorry, not gas, but in the tire. Can you help me instead of taking video?
Do you know what that is?
No. What is it?
That's propane.
Oh, shit. Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah.
Where is the gas? Oh, it's air water down there. Sorry. Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah. I thought you were trying to blow the thing up.
Yeah, this is insane. I said this before, but I'll say it again. We live in the most sophisticated time ever with the dumbest people alive. I'm not sure how people just don't realize what a gas station is.
A guy told me once that a man is only insecure about a woman when he knows she deserves better.
Yeah, that guy sounds like a simp and a loser.
The more I date women, the more I find myself understanding heterosexual men. Let me explain. Exhibit A. I was on a first date with a girl who asked me out, by the way. This is relevant because when the check came, she never once made a move to pay. Not even like the fake, let me reach for my purse move. And though I don't mind paying on a date, part of me felt like, the offer would have been nice. I was also a little taken aback that she didn't even say thank you. And I never heard from her again. It really made me feel like she just asked me out so she could have a free dinner. And the moment I thought that, I was like, oh my God, I sound like all of my guy friends right now. And my argument against why guys should pay for dates has always been like, look, girls take hours to get ready. Our investment is looking really nice for you. Makeup, clothes, that costs money too. But we were both girls in this situation. We both took hours to get ready, so I definitely felt slighted.
Yeah, this is exactly why lesbian relationships have the highest divorce rate, simply because these women start realizing that women are the problem. Now she got a taste about what men deal with. And at least if she was to actually go back and start dating men again, she would be more considerate about what she brings forth to the table and at least paying for her own part of the meal.
Over here got his fucking gal. He's got his gal. Look at her. Look at her. Fuck yeah. Look at that. In the fucking heels. Homie's sitting here in his little dorky ass shits. Homegirl's over here handling it. Absolutely handling it. Look at this fucking... Hey, she's fucking handling it. What are you doing, home? She's fucking handling it right there. What's up? She's here. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. What are you doing there? Why don't you fucking help her? God damn, son. All right. Get you a girl like that. Woo!
You know what? Honestly, this woman's such a boss, and good for her for doing this. Those men definitely need some training, that's for sure.
Wait, what happened?
Size matters?
It matters.
I know why you're hung up on your
Oh my
toxic
gosh,
ex.
he's-
He has a huge peen.
You really think that
my
size
God,
matters?
girl.
Yeah, because I've had experience. Like, trust me. Like, it's just like I've had before, like smaller than 5. I understand, like, when you love somebody, like, it doesn't matter and stuff like that. But, like, as the relationship goes on, I'm like, bored.
But don't you think that intimacy is something that should be learned between a man and a woman, and that you can learn what each other likes? Like, that's the beauty of intimacy with somebody.
Yeah, like, it's really different. Like, with, obviously Christianity, like, it's all about, like, the love with God. Like, that's first. And then the
Sure.
relationship, it's like a foundation.
But I mean, sexual intimacy is still a huge part of, like,
Yeah.
the marriage.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
When it comes to, like, size, like, that's something that I think is learned
What
together.
happens if you, like, date for marriage and then you find out and then you don't like it? Like, what do you do there?
But
Is
if you're
this-
waiting until marriage, like you're probably at least somewhat religious. So like if
Yeah.
God intends for you to marry a guy with a micro penis, like that's God's will.
But
That's fucking God's will.
Yeah, I'm not sure how she involved religion into this matter. And I'm not saying I completely agree with the last statement, because intimacy is very important in a relationship. In fact, it's what keeps a relationship together statistically. The couples who do it the most and enjoy it last the longest. However, that being said, this is exactly why having a large body count is an issue when dating a girl, because she is comparing you to every other experience she had. And if you're not the best, you're not gonna last.
Oh, excuse me? Excuse me. You're beautiful.
You caught me off guard.
$100. $100.
I was talking to your friend.
I don't give a
I was
Give her
talking to your friend.
$100. Give her $100.
Why are you being so rude?
Because your ego get bruised.
No, I was talking to her. You do that every day. That's crazy.
Yeah, this woman gets her entire personality from feminists on TikTok. Ladies, if you guys have a friend who's just like this, she is not your friend. She is a hater. She is upset that you got attention and she didn't. And by the way, this is not something that's new for her. Every single time you guys go out together, she is upset that you're the one getting attention and getting approached while she isn't. Once again, she's not your friend, she's a hater. But that is just my opinion though, guys, because I just wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want more content just like this, please watch videos you guys see at the top screen. It does so much know a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.